Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Calls Motorbike Training Center. Actually, this is a training program I've been sponsored by the Youth Division. I'm the instructor Ignatius Mitchell, being trained from different phases and different, but I'm here to train the students for in the motor mechanic field. Actually, we have 4 months training program going on, and right now we are almost close to the ending. It will be ending end of this month. And I have 5 students here, which very, very bright, vibrant students. I've taught quite a lot, and I think they inspire me quite a lot, though we had some differences and some other things. Actually, in all fields of learning, that's how it goes on. But actually, I'm going through it as best as possible. So actually, you can meet the students, and actually, you can ask them what they have learned, and they will give you fields of learning. Any questions or anything that I can help, actually, I am there to let you all know. Thank you.
Come in background,
Okay, we here at the. Okay, good day, everyone. We're here at the Fisheries Complex at the Technical Shop. And my name is Wallace Williams. I work as the Youth Officer for the Northern District. And we are going to hear from a few of the trainees who are on the verge of completing the small injury repairs technical course. And as we heard from the instructor, Mr. Ignatius Mitchell, he shared some of the areas that he taught the trainees. And of course, you'll hear from them what their experiences, their impressions as to what they learned, what they knew before, what they learned now, and what they can do. And we also have the presence of the Minister, Senator Honorable Oscar George, with us to witness what the trainees have learned. And he is also, has a special responsibility for youth and sports. So I think he's in the right place, and that's where we find most of the young men who will then give an impression as to what they've learned having followed this training. So let's hear a little bit from them.
I learned how to fix a motorbike scratch, carburetor. Carburetor is my favorite thing to do. Like, I learned how to fix, I learned from Mr. Igna, come to Mr. Igna. Yeah. So,
what's your name?
What is your name?
Uriel Castle. And I learned how to fix carburetors and things.
Okay. How did this program help you?
This program helped me to succeed and think. But if I didn't put my mind to it, I would have been on the road. I'd be selling drugs, I'd be road bad friends and things. And I have some friends, they always talking about me, about positive stuff. Like Jerome Burkhardt, he always helping me, motivated me. And to my friend Rikel, sometimes when you have issues at home, we always to work with him and tell him to bring his issues.
So if someone has a carburetor to fix, can they call you?
Yes. So now all you want to see a little demonstration on my motor ID.
Shortly.
Yeah, right up.
Let's call the speakers.
Yes, good day to all. My name is Jerome Burkhardt. I'm from Salampai in Portsmouth. And how I found the program, I find that's an excellent program. I was very happy in the last 4 months to be doing that. I mean, I learned so much, especially I want to thank Mr. Igna, our instructor, for everything he taught us. I mean, he went over the board with more than what we expected to do. And as you can see here, that's an engine we also did. We stripped the entire engine. I never expected it to start back. That engine was actually underwater. It was submerged. And we actually had 2 of them fixed. We stripped them, we put them back together, and both of them started. The other one is, we set it up already. And yeah, I mean, from learning about different types of motors, you have the 2-stroke, you have the 4-stroke, you have either if you use diesel or gas. We went through all of that, and I mean, to learn that is a great skill, especially here in Dominica, because you have a lot of stuff like that around here, and you don't always have new things. You want to be able to repair, you want to be able to do that yourself. And I find me as a fisherman, I started fishing around 4 or 5 years ago. That's a thing I love doing since small as well. And to be able to learn those kind of skills is very important to have. And I mean, big ups to Mr. Igna for having me, being able to do that. Yes, thank you.
What would you like to say to other young men like yourself?
Oh, yes, I mean, so it takes time and it takes a lot to be motivated, to get the motivation. But when you start, you don't have to tell yourself, yeah, let me just do it. Because when you're in it, then you don't want to stop. And I bet you can ask all of my colleagues here, they all happy and we all had fun. Even if, I mean, everybody gets a little challenges once in a while, but it was really fun to do. And you learn so much. You never expect to learn all of that. And I really want to say, yeah, thank you. And make sure the youngsters try it out. Just go ahead, do it. Yes, thank you.
Morning. It's my first time in front of big streets. I don't know how to react. I'm Kimson Bruno. I'm from Warner. Yeah, coming down here was like a little challenge for me, having to wake up every morning and be there on time. But it was all worth it all. And I just want to thank Mr. Igna and my colleagues here for just helping each and other go through the course. It was really educational and I learned a lot. I didn't know nothing about engines when I first came in here, but we repaired engines. So I just want to thank my colleagues, Mr. Igna. Gratitude is a must for Mr. Igna because he'd give us jokes. He was like a father to us. And I just want to, I don't even know. I cannot find words.
So you came from Warner, how did you learn about the program?
I asked, well, I always wanted to do motor mechanics, right? And then I asked my cousin, William, who works with Youth Division, and he gave me Mr. Wallis' number. I called Mr. Wallis, and I think they were starting the next day, or it was maybe 2 days after. He told me, I think we want to start orientation on Friday, you know, and I think I called him on the first day. I said, boy, I have to reach down there. I checked my seat, I organized everything, and I head down. Orientation started, it was nice, we had 3 days of, what was that, Mr. Wallace?
Conflict mitigation.
Conflict mitigation, that was good also. And then we had social skills, which taught us a lot also. Taught us business, taught us like family life, communication, and also like how to deal, like if you're going to be working in an office, how to carry out yourself. So yeah, it was good. And I would just like to say, like, to the youth out there, try to get yourself involved in something. Right? Instead of sitting by the side of the road, get yourself involved. It will be worth it all at the end. Yeah, I just want to thank you all for being here today. Thank you.
You like what you might be feeling?
Spray bush, spray bush.
Good day, everybody. My name is Kenny Mafia. I'm from Paybush. And right now, I'm in a auto mechanic class. And we also call it small engine repairs. I've learned from Mr. Igna a lot. I've learned the off-board motors and the inboard motors, which I never accustomed with. I never knew about them things. I also learned that Mr. Igna is a very, very loving man. He's funny. He's also take things very easy. He doesn't look to make problem. He always tries to solve the issue. Now, my students, my classmates, not excuse for the students, my classmates. I'd like to say thank you for being there, especially Mr. Bruno. Every time I tell him I'm not coming back, he keep telling me if I don't come back, he said doesn't come back. So I'd like to thank him, I'd like to thank Jerome, I'd like to thank this one there. He will always give me a little stress now and then. And my little partner there. This one there, that's the most loving one in the class. Anyway, yeah, you're real. And I'd like to say thank you, you guys, for bringing this opportunity to us. I don't really have much to say because they already covered the thing about the learning process, so I don't really have much to say. And I heard you asking a question a lot, so now I will say to them, like young fellas on the streets, tired, go in my grandmother's window, open it and jump in it and go in her jewelry and go and sell it. Come on the streets and look for work, open your mouth, ask for work. I used to be like a rookie, I used to drop that, I leave that alone. Right now I'm a change fan.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Free Kale.
Good to all. I'm Ricky Remy from Bonn. Nice village. One day you can get everything going. Yeah, so now, I learned plenty from Mr. Igna. Way plenty. I live PSS and right now they take me now and right now I'm going further now. Yeah, so on Mr. Igna's behalf, thank you for all you have me now. I've been learning everything now. I just like a mechanic now.
Yes, I.
Yeah, biggest mechanic in Bonn now.
Hey!
Yeah. So on my classmates, I don't want to say thank you, encouraging me from going out to this far. Yeah. Although I give someone in good trouble, you check. Yeah, good trouble. Good. It's going good. And then the youth on the road, don't be like me, drop out of school. Go school, finish it. If you can't finish it, do something in life for you to finish school. Your education is something serious. You check. You don't know where you're going to be in the future. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we will walk class to demonstration. You got it now? Yeah? Okay. And then we just walk through the ad.
All right, thank you very much. Well, after the biggest mechanic in Bonn, there isn't much I can say.
Great kid, eh?
But I'm happy to be here as the minister. I want to commend Mr. Mitchell. It appears that he has been doing a great job for our training. So, Mr. Mitchell, thank you for your hard work, sir. I wish you all the best. But I'm happy to be here, especially given the fact that we are in the town of Portsmouth, and Portsmouth is known for fishing. We have Dublin known for fishing. We have Tatan going up that area for fishing also. So it's just fitting that we have this training going on in Portsmouth, where our young guys can come and equip themselves with the skills and the knowledge they need to become mechanics, as my partner said. But it's something that the government is happy to be part of. It's something that will continue because we see the real impact of it. Just hearing from the trainees themselves, I can feel the benefit of the small engine repairs. So we're just happy to be here with you guys. We will take some time and understand exactly what is going on as you do your work. But just to say that you have the commitment of the government through the youth division and ensuring that this program continues and it grows from strength to strength. So thank you very much, all of you, and I congratulate you for completing your program. It's not easy to complete your program, as the guy from Warner said, that you have to come back and forth every day. So there are challenges, but we'll seek to address these challenges going forward in the benefit of developing all youngsters across Dominica. Thank you very much.
So, walk through, you share what you've done, you share
So maybe you can concentrate.
Yeah, well, as we were saying before, this engine, there were actually two of them. The other one is up already, but both of them, the boat actually sank, was submerged underwater, and then we stripped the engine, we dumped the pistons, we used lubricants like this thing, penetrating oil.
Lubricating oil.
Yes, and we got it back up and we actually started it right here and we had it running. And also Kenny over here was fixing the powertrain for it. You can show it to them.
That is what the boat motor is up and down. Now it's had an issue, it broke because of the sinking of the motors. So now it also got stuck because a lot of salt water entered in it. So we had it opened out, cleaned out nicely. Like he said, we use the carburetors cleaners and electrical cleaner lubrication. The motor, we open it in pieces, we clean it out, we put it back together, and then it is working fine. Everything is right now. I put it out for you to show you. And that is,
yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah. How we call it? I just see the name.
That
is the portrait.
So we took two of them and make one.
Yeah. We took two of them.
What is the specification for that engine? What is it? Horsepower?
Horsepower?
It's the horsepower. It's a Mercury 115 4-stroke. That's a 4-stroke. And later on we'll also show you a 2-stroke. But this works. Our 4-stroke works. You have to complete the cycle, you have 2 revolutions of the crankshaft. So and then you have the 4 cycles, which are the intake, compression, the power, and then the exhaust. But both 2-stroke and 4-stroke have the same cycles, just that in the 4-stroke it takes 2 revolutions to complete the cycle, and in the 2-stroke it completes 1 revolution of the crankshaft to complete the cycle. Or
and
2 strokes.
Most kitchen vessels in Dominica use 2-stroke or 4-stroke?
Well, in the older days we could say more common 2-stroke because they're cheaper and they're not as heavy, they're lighter, and they were easier to fix. That was what they said. But in this modern day, because the 4-stroke are more efficient, and also in the 2-stroke you have to mix the gas with oil. The 4-stroke you don't have to do that. The oil is in the engine already, and therefore it's more efficient. It also uses less, it burns less gas. So, but it's more expensive. That's why you still have the 2-stroke engines around. But yeah, in the modern day, more and more people can get 4-stroke because it's better for the environment as well. And Mr. Here, you was working on this engine.
This was a 2-stroke engine. It was broke down for a while.
Just on here.
It was broke down for a while. The carburetor was clogged up, and I asked Mr. In if I can fix it. So he told me yes, I fixed it. I dismount the carburetor. I took out the orifice, the high-speed jets, and I sprayed a little cap cleaner, and I get it back working. And after I mount it back up, I put it back. I give it 2.5 turns, and then after it's starting properly.
Anything else?
If there's something, go ahead. Try and put it on. You're ready to go on.
This one is a 4-stroke. That's a 54-stroke Yamaha engine. That's the flywheel. The crankshaft is connected to the flywheel. We have 3 shafts on the 4-stroke engine. We have the crankshaft, we have the drive shaft, we have the prop shaft. Prop shaft is the one with the propeller all the way down. And we have the camshaft. And then this engine, right, it came in here, it wasn't working at all. So I had to strip out the carburetors. As you can see on that side, we have 4 carburetors on the 4-stroke engine. I had to strip it out, take out everything. I didn't know nothing about carburetors, and Mr. Igna, perfect knowledge. Carburetors, we strip it out, clean it out, and then we have to change the spark plugs. And it's now running. It's now running. Yes. That's the intake for your fuel line. That's the fuel line. You okay?
Yes, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now. Right. Right here.
Yeah, mistake now will also pick up wiring for them. That's your light. The light, that's your ST. That's the one you used to start with without touching. Don't try it at home, eh? You try it only in the workshop. And you put on the white. This one is to switch it off. That's the white. That's the shut off wire. You just touch the body on the machine and shut off. Wow, good. I could start it again for you.
Amazing.
We also got starters repaired also.
Yeah.
For those, we repaired the starters. Yeah, but it must be re-150.
We are told for everything because everything was seized.
Well, it seems that this engine was both sunk and it has been down for over 4 months. And the students actually shipped completely knocked and bolts down, and they actually, every single thing, and they put it back together, and it's working. And there's another one similar to it, and right where it is there, they put the gas will start. It will start right on the table. They just have to erect all the electrical slip. But here's one out there now, we have to do from scratch, from every single thing, so you have to review it in a while, and it is. These are generators because I teach the students from everything. Chainsaw swipers, generators, electricals also, if you can, as you can see, or power wash, almost everything. And I teach them as much as I do, because since actually I came from college in 1979, and since that I've been working motor mechanic. I was working a very, very big ship as chief engineer, and that's why I lost my right hand. I actually switched not to left, but to single handed. Actually, I went back to the trade, and I'm still in. I'm very, very happy actually to train the students. I'm working with calls over 25 years, teaching actually in calls as a motor mechanic teacher in different fields. I also teach some of them navigation, I teach seamanship. I teach some of them navigation, I teach some of them seamanship, and most of all I teach them, what is it?
Small engine repairs.
And what again? How to behave yourself.
yeah, like number one. Every day.
Also, we also did waste management. I still about with this waste management, actually out of the area, clean out it. But actually, as you can see, we all jumped up because we are so enclosed and so small, and we just need the expansion so that we can have some place, have a storeroom, and with our area, our eating area, our office area, that's what we actually need. So I don't know if the government can actually help in this program, and they can actually help us enhance us with building facilities or finance facilities for calls, so that actually can motivate and bring forth more to the young students and more to the young people on the streets. Because what our motto is to get these people from the young people from the streets actually to actually give them a skill and actually to learn some discipline as much as possible, because a lot of students, young people, they lack discipline. And if you have to move in your community of Dominica and move into the future, and the students or the youth don't have discipline, we are nowhere. So actually we get older as we younger, and the students as we get older, the country, the place, the region, the international place is going to be worse than too bad. So actually discipline is one of the best things, and actually respect. I teach them a lot of respect because I've learned a lot of respect from parenthood who are down. And the ship I was working on, I used to be chief engineer, sometimes be captain. There were 8 of us on the ship, and most of the time I have to be training most of these people on the ship. We used to live from Puerto Rico and all through the Caribbean countries, and that's why I actually would go and get most of my training from Puerto Rico, from Totola, from Guadeloupe. Went to the States, did some training, and that's why I did. And most of my training I did actually in Dominica. So thank you for coming, and actually thank you for inspiring our students. I think they really love it, and they were looking for that time that actually what they have learned will be actually broadcast out. Thank you.
Oh, we also did basic tools. Let me show you one of the most important tools we have there, the top wrench. Top wrench. We have to use that on the big engines so that we don't over tighten bolts. If you over tighten it, you might have some problems. You might snap a bolt
or you leak. You can also have leaking.
A leakage. Check. So we use that is an important tool. That is a top wrench. We use that to tighten our bolts.
Top wrench.
Yeah.
They talk to you when you're stuff.
Yeah. That's all the time they talk to you.
Yeah. You can feel it.
I also taught them how to actually when they actually strip bolts, when they strip bolts, so actually you can use the tap and die set to actually redo to drill the screws out and retap them back to make thing. I also show them how to make bolts and nuts out of tap and die. But if you had actually more equipment, so like a bigger place like a leaf, maybe I could show them a little bit about the leaf work and this kind of stuff. But it's there for the future.
Indeed.
Once again, thank you all for viewing. We are happy to showcase all the good things happening here at Portsmouth.
What I would like to see as we close is that this is just one aspect of the skills development program. Small engine repair, that's just one aspect. Out of how many aspects do we have, Mr.?
We have, you mean that this particular program?
Yes.
No, well, this is the small engine repairs, and we have the computer literacy area training as well. And we also have running woodwork module in Granby. So actually, every district across Ireland, we have young people being trained in different aspects of skill. And as we see, we have this social skills where we have the holistic development, shaping the whole person behind the technical skill. Because as Mr. Ina said, without the discipline and the positive attitude, it's almost nothing for you having a skill. Where do you get if you have a skill and no attitude to actually work with people? So while I'm there, I really want to encourage young people to get involved, get participated in a skill to empower themselves. As the ministry said at some point, youth empowerment, youth development and empowerment, we still do that. Yeah? And thanks to the youth division, the staff, the government of Dominica, and I'm glad that we have the witness here across the world. The minister with special responsibility for youth and sports. You're in the right place today. Seriously. And pretty soon, we have a multidisciplinary leadership training going on. And I want to call on all the members of the various youth organizations and leaders, societal leaders, all together to apply to do this training. It's a start to develop yourself, and you move further afield all along as we seek to develop the minds and the resources, the capital and human resource of the country. So thank you very much, and let's do what we do well for our future.
Thank you, thank you, GIS, thank you guys. It's a pleasure.
I would like to say the word of thanks.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. So, one more time before we go. On behalf of Mr. Mitchell and my colleagues, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coming. We are very grateful for the little exposure, and so you can see all what we have learned and the experience we gain here. And I just want to say again to the youth, don't sleep on all you. Do the thing. Have how much opportunities in Dominica. You don't have to go nowhere. Look it right there. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Yo.
Not forgetting, thank God for today.
Indeed.
All right.